In choosing representative government over direct democracy, the Filipino people are fully conscious of the virtues as well as the dangers of the former. Thus, when they first adopted that supreme document known as Philippine Constitution of 1935, the people found it reassuring that the fundamental principles establishing basic guidelines for the orderly governance of society be exercised separately by three branches of government, namely, executive, judicial, and legislative. The doctrine of separation of power maintains that governmental abuse is best prevented by dividing the powers of government among the three branches that check and balance one another. Of equal importance, this system of checks and balances hopes to promote effective coordination in the working of the three departments of government in order the rich natural resources of this nation may be developed and utilized for the common benefit of all Filipinos under a regime of peace, justice, and freedom. Certainly, after 82 years of rule-based existence, the national landscape have undergone vast changes. The Philippine countryside, with its wide and verdant farmlands that produce our food needs, has shrunk to give way to industrialization and other development that generate employment and pollution. The bureaucracy has leapfrogged in terms of size in manpower and budgetary burden. The present state of infrastructure in transportation has considerably increased mobility. And the delivery of basic services has improved significantly. Yet, much needed meaningful executive, legislative and judicial initiative has yet to be done if only to attain that elusive aspiration for social and economic equity as ordained in the preamble of our Constitution. It is saddening, however, that in recent years, while government has grown in power and wherewithal, when it comes to protecting the citizenry against the lawless, the government appears wanting to control criminalities exacerbated by the illegal drug trade, criminal syndicates, and recently the increasing cases of juvenile offenses. This is not to say the seeming resurgence of bureaucratic extortion and arrogance. The good news is that the president is hell-bent in fulfilling his political covenant through uncompromising war against prohibited drugs and criminal syndicates, increasing social and economic benefits for the low-income groups, dismissal from the service of those who violated his zero-corruption policy and the construction of vital public infrastructures, particularly in the transportation sector to accelerate a balanced regional economic development, among others. In the area of lawmaking, the general impression is that Congress's performance is less than inspiring. This is not a sobering assessment when we are asked to look to the Congress for a renewed assertion of leadership in nation building. This is not to say that the men and women who today constitute the Senate and the House of Representatives are less able or motivated or experienced than their predecessors have been in years past. Rather, Congress has been looked upon as a business.